So today we're going to be making sugar and spice cupcakes. I've already started the butter and sugar creaming, and I've added the first egg. So that's going to be 3/4 cups of butter, and it's going to be 1 cup of regular sugar and 3/4 cup of brown sugar. And we're adding the 3 eggs now. I also want to mention, if you go ahead and crack your egg into a measuring cup, you can avoid getting pieces of eggshell into your mix here. You might have to scrape down the bowl between the eggs because some of it gets stuck on the side. 2 1/4 cups all-purpose. I'm going to do a teaspoon of powder and a teaspoon of soda. And we're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Alright, we're going to need 3/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, so get that mortar and pestle out. Start on that. Alright, cloves are a bit stubborn. I'm going to try something else. Well, I kept working at it and I think I got it. Well, I made a bit too much. There's got to be a bit of a better way, but now we're going to stir this together with a whisk. Well, I'm going to just toss it back in the clove jar because I don't know what else to do with it. Alright, now that this is creamed together good, you want to take the whisk attachment out and put in the paddle attachment. And definitely make sure you put this right in the sink and don't lick any of that off. Got raw egg on it. Definitely don't do that. So you're going to need a cup of buttermilk as well, and we're going to alternate with our flour mixture here, 1/4 cup at a time, and a little bit of buttermilk. Alright, now that we're about halfway through, you want to go ahead and scrape down the bowl again. Make sure it gets incorporated well. Alright, now that we've added everything in, we're going to scrape it down again and let it run a couple more minutes. Go ahead and get your muffin pans ready. Well, that's mixing for the last time. I almost forgot, a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Same goes for the beater attachment. After you remove it, definitely make sure it goes straight in the sink and don't lick any of that off because it's got raw egg in it. Alright, now we're going to use a tablespoon and fill up our muffin pans about halfway. Alright, all my muffin pans are full, but I still got some batter left, so I'm going to spoon the rest of that into a regular cake tin. Well, that worked out pretty well. It's not quite halfway full, but we'll have a nice mini cake here to go with our muffins. And definitely make sure this bowl and everything goes right in the sink and don't lick any of it because it's got raw egg in it. Well, I didn't catch it on video, but the power flickered for a moment, and that'd be terribly inconvenient. I have to freeze these. Oh, and when you know it, it cut out my timer, so now I got to guess on how done they are. Alright, they're looking pretty good. Time for a temp check. And the probe came out pretty clean. Alright, while that's in the oven, we're going to start on the frosting. So you're going to need 350 grams of butter. Soften your butter in the microwave 5 to 10 seconds at a time. Be careful, we don't want it to be a liquid. Now set your butter to the side. It's going to be great with a piece of toast. And I forgot I needed some more cloves, so feel free to make fun of me for that. Alright, now we're going to need 460 grams of powdered sugar. 2 tablespoons of milk. Ah, sweetie pie, you interested in the muffins? Yeah, she's interested in the muffins. Yes, she is. You can't have it, honey. No, you can't. Alright, I know you missed it, but I added an 1/8 teaspoon of orange oil, a full teaspoon of cinnamon, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. And now I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla and scrape the bowl down. Get it incorporated well. Alright, now that the frosting is done and our muffins have cooled off, we can spoon the frosting onto the muffins with a regular spoon. That's what they ought to look like when they're done. Well, as you can see, the bottom stuck a little bit on the pie portion, but I still have plenty of frosting left over, so it's not nothing that's a problem. It's going to be good. I already tried a cupcake. It's really good.
After you've let your muffins sit in the fridge for about 24 hours, they're going to have a hard top to them where the frosting is set. And I highly recommend you enjoy them with a good cup of coffee after breakfast.